What's wrong? Oh, don't tell me I've done something wrong again. Oh, come on. Tell me what it is. What have I done now?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, dear. It's not about the flower arrangements, is it?
I think you know exactly what it's about. I'm not talking to you. Don't make me talk to you because I'm not talking to you. Do you know? This is me not talking to you. In a moment, when I don't talk to you, that is me absolutely not talking to you under any circumstances whatsoever. And it's going to begin when I've said now, immediately after my saying now, it's begun, and I'm not talking to you effectively immediately. Now.
So you're not talking to me now?
At no point. No, I'm not going to talk to you at any point. From when I said now, for the foreseeable future, until you admit exactly what happened the other night. I know I was drunk. I'm not denying that. I'm not a coward. By God, I'm not a coward. But what happened the other night was humiliating, and I am not talking to you. What I have just said now, I haven't said, and if I had said it, it would be the last damn thing I ever said to you. So there. So now.
To be honest, I'm struggling to remember now, let alone last night. So you're going to have to give me a little bit more information because it's a struggle for me.
3 words.
Okay.
Underpants.
Oh.
Visiting. Pope.
Ah.
Yes. The lights beginning to flicker somewhat.
Yes.
You knew I'd been waiting. I'd been waiting since 1954. I'd been waiting for a papal visit. I'd been waiting. Now, I'm not saying you made me get drunk, but I got drunk in your presence.
Was that the Pope?
That was the Pope.
I assumed it was a stripogram.
No.
Are you telling me that was the real Pope?
That was the Pope. That was the real Pope.
And I did... Oh, my God.
Yes. Do you remember now? Do you remember?
Oh, it's coming back to me.
Do you remember? Won't you touch me here? What was that about?
I just thought he was a stripogram. I thought it was just a bit of fun, something that the lads in the club had chipped together for, you know.
Why would the lads in the club all come together to get you a stripogram who either looked exactly like the Pope or like Jim Bowen from Bullseye?
Not for me, for you. As a surprise, for your birthday.
Why would I want Jim Bowen from Bullseye to appear in front of me dressed as a Pope and then, you know, I accidentally, and it was an accident, touched his holy cup?
Well, you've always expressed an interest to me in wanting a yacht. And I thought, next best thing, Jim Bowen, Bullseye. Perhaps if you hit the bullseye, you might win the prize of a yacht. Although knowing your luck, you'll probably just get a tease made.
It's not impossible. But you know what I've got now? I've got excommunicated from the church.
Oh dear.
I was terribly confused.
Oh dear.
And indeed...
What is it that you actually did? Because it's all a little bit blurry to me, if I'm honest. I was with Jim Davison at the time. I think it was Jim Davison.
Bloody yeah, it may have been the Archbishop of Canterbury for all you would have known that night.
Yes, well, he was wearing a collar.
And they look the same.
I thought fashion these days, you can't tell the difference.
They're not dissimilar at all.
I've seen men in dresses.
The Holy Pope.
He was wearing a dress.
Well, of course he was wearing a dress. He's the Pope.
Right.
He always wears a dress.
Well, what did you do to get you excommunicated from the Holy Church?
The Pope was over the road in the cathedral performing a service.
Yes.
The Pope then leaves.
So he was a stripogram.
It was not a stripogram. It wasn't that sort of service. It was a church service. He was conducting some sort of, I don't know, communion or whatever they do with all the waving the hands and the smoke.
Right.
Right. Pope is in there doing a service.
Yes. which we've established, not that kind of
Not
service.
that kind of service that one would pay for in Soho.
Right.
Not that sort of service that I may have paid for in the past. Not that.
I've definitely paid for it in the
Well,
past.
no, you've paid
It's
for
the
it.
only way to get it.
Yes. Well, I have no choice really these days. Fiona's not helpful. But anyway, I digress. No, so Pope's in there. Pope's doing a service. Pope leaves cathedral.
Yes.
Do you recall at that point I may have had a certain amount to drink, and I said to you, I need to go to the toilet. Remember what you said? You said, oh, Archie, you can't go to the toilet. Bubt has blocked the toilet with one of his logs. That wasn't true, was it? That was a little joke, and I know what you were trying to get me to do. You were trying to get me to use the ladies' lavatory, and I thought, no, you bugger. I thought, no, I'm not doing that this time. So I went out of the club, onto the road. I thought, I'm in the heart of London. Nobody will mind what I do here. It's God's own city. So I simply unzipped myself, popped out the honourable member for Cockingham South, and began to relieve myself. The Pope is there. He's taking photographs with people. He did the sign of the cross. I mistook that for a wave. I turned round to wave to him, and I pissed all over him. That's your fault. That's why I'm not talking to you. I'm bloody furious, and I have been excommunicated from the church because you made me urinate on his holy cassock.
Thank goodness we didn't invite the Queen.
Oh, I've done that many a time before.